Coffee with Gloria. Today I want to share with you a very delicious recipe. It's pork meat in salsa morita that I know that you guys are going to love and enjoy. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients: potatoes, tomatoes, onion, chicken bouillon, salt, 2 Baileys, 2 garlic cloves, morita chili peppers, of course the pork meat, and water. This is everything we need for this delicious recipe. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do is start with the meat. I have a pan here. I am going to add the meat. I already really washed the meat really good. And to this, I am going to add the garlic cloves, the Baileys, and I'm going to add the salt. Remember that the salt is to taste. After we added all these ingredients, I am ready to start adding the water. We want to add enough water to cover the whole meat. We want to make sure that the meat is really submerged under the water. So let's take this to the stove. My stove is on. I'm going to add the meat. I'm going to cover it, and I'll see you back in half an hour. I am going to continue with my veggies, and of course we're going to go and rinse one by one, making sure that we rinse them all. This is a very important step. After you rinse all your veggies, well, then we are going to take them and start dicing them. I am going to start preparing my salsa. I have a saucepan here. I am going to start adding my tomatoes, and I am going to add 6 chili morita. We want to go ahead and add them, and then I am going to add just enough water to cover the tomatoes. I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to continue with my onion. I want to slice the onion very thinly and then cut it in half, just like this. What I'm going to do is just pull it apart, to making sure that all the onion is really pulled apart. I'm going to put it in this plate and set it aside. I'm going to continue with the potatoes. I'm going to cut the edges of the potato, and I'm going to start peeling them. We want to make sure that we peel everything and that there's no little brown stuffs on the potato. I'm going to go ahead, cut it in towards the middle, and then in little squares. And let me show you how big my little pieces are. They're almost the size of the meat. So now here I have a pan with water, and I'm going to go ahead and just add the potato in there so it doesn't get brown at all. This is a very good trick. You put it in there and it won't get brown. I'm going to continue cutting the rest of the potatoes and adding them to the water. Just make sure that they're really nice and peeled, so there's no little brown spots on them. Okay, I'm going to show you. I have all the potato in here, and I'm just going to put it aside, and let's continue by dicing our 2 garlic cloves. We want to go ahead and dice it very finely so that the garlic really release all the delicious flavor on the meat. So I'm going to go ahead, put it aside, and I'm going to reserve it. Let's go to the stove. 30 minutes have passed, and now let's see how this looks. This is nice and boiling. It's been covered. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes just to make sure that the meat is really nice and tender. So see you back in 10 minutes. 10 minutes have passed, and let's check and see if the meat is really nice and tender. Yes, it is. I am going to remove the meat, put it on this plate, and I'm going to reserve the liquid. We want to reserve the liquid that's in the pan for the sauce. So I'm going to put it aside. I'm going to add 2 or 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And to this, I am going to add my onion. We want to make sure that we cook the onion when it's really nice and brown, just like this. When your onion is really releasing that delicious flavor and it's nice and brown, well, then we're going to bring it out and we're going to continue by frying our little pieces of pork. We want to get them nice and brown so that they get really beautiful. Let me show you how it's looking. It's already really getting all nice and crispy from the outside. Just a couple minutes and this will be done. Okay, I removed the pan of the meat and now I'm adding my salsa. I'm adding my tomatoes and my chili morita. Now this is completely cooked. I have my cup blender. I'm adding the tomatoes and the chili morita, and to this I'm going to add that liquid that I reserved from the meat. Okay, let's go take it and let's blend it. We want to blend it until it's really nice and combined. It just really takes a couple minutes. This is completely done. Now I am ready to start adding it to the beef and the potato. We want to go ahead and add everything in here. Remember, all the delicious juices are coming back to the meat. Now here what I'm going to do is just mix it a little bit. I'm going to cover it, and then when it's nice and boiling just like this, I'm going to go ahead and taste it to see if I need to add a little bit of chicken bouillon. Yes, I need to add 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, and I'm just going to mix it around just like this, and I'm going to cover it just for a couple minutes. Now this is really nice and done. Now I am ready to just add the onion right on the top, and I am so ready for the presentation. I'm going to cover for just 1 or 2 minutes and this is done. Look how this looks. It's really nice and tender. The smell is delicious, and I'm ready for the presentation. Pork in morita sauce. This looks amazing and it's perfect for this summer. So you know that this is the part I love, I enjoy, and I really look forward to tasting my recipes. I have combined it with the garlic rice that you already have on my channel. This garlic rice, so delicious, so tender, and if you like garlic or love garlic like I do, you will love this garlic rice. Well, this is the part I love, I enjoy, and I really look forward to tasting my recipes. Let's see how this morita sauce with this pork meat came out. Excuse me. You know something? The morita chili, it's not spicy. It's kind of sweet and smoky. The meat is very tender. And the combination of the meat and the rice is just perfection. Excuse me. This just came out amazing. I am going to combine it with lemon coconut Colombian lemonade that you already have on my channel. This is just perfection. Perfect for summer. This Colombian coconut lemonade, you guys are going to love. My friends, I am completely done. This came out delicious, and I hope that you could prepare it at home. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, give me thumbs up, share my video on social media with friends, with neighbors, with relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Thank you so much for playing my video, watching it from start to end. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to push the notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying this delicious pork meat in the morita sauce. Bye-bye.